Hello, everybody. This is Living Lord of Darkness, New Hope. Today we have a scene in the Changeling venue. Our scene will begin with Nasrek. Nasrek wants to do some stuff today. He was researching about a paralyzing, you know, trying to find things. Can you briefly explain to me how he was researching what he wants to find and what he wants to do or achieve?
Um, well, for the most part, um, he he would have drawn from his memories as a mortal, because he he has as as Victor he studied a lot regarding animals because he wanted to be a veterinarian. So he went he went and thought, okay, I'm gonna research a bit first about what the mundane world have to offer. And the way he would go about it is, okay, I know, for example, that these kind of animal provoke paralysis in their prey. So I will then go to my lady's favorite library and then do active research about what, basically extrapolate and be like, okay, how would the dreaming be influenced by those creatures? How
Mm-hmm.
would humans dream them to find basically the equivalent of those animals in dreaming form and be like, okay, which one of them can give me a good paralysis poison?
The you basically make the research and again there is the uncomfortable presence of the dame Bruma. She doesn't she doesn't always try to be friendly to you like a partner. She doesn't always try let me see what you search, but just to make sure that you keep that in mind that that library also has that presence of that individual. Um, um, you actually learn that for example, one of the things that you learn is there is this your character would notice uh there is a snake known as Black Mamba. The reason that the Black Mamba comes out is because that the it's a very terrifying snake that individuals dreamed about it so much that the dreaming made that snake very powerful.
I blame Kill Bill.
Yeah, I actually knew Black Mamba before Kill Bill, just so you know. But but even in the jungles of Africa, like the dream, you read about
Hmm.
this, dreaming of Africa is night. There are nightmare realms purely based on Black Mamba. You continue searching and different animals. That's cool, but well, it seems Manticore also has a poison
Hmm.
that also causes paralysis. Now, Manticores are way more dangerous, but easy to find in America,
Hmm.
at least this continent. Now, uh, you open check different books and different books and different books, but there's also uh, members of House Dervan who wrote it a couple books about poisons because they are actually known as the House of let's say leaves and not let's be nice and say House of Leaves. Uh, it seems that they are they're saying that fighting with a manticore is a very dangerous thing.
Hmm.
But Manticore leaves eggs, and those eggs also has that poison.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, it would be easy to like leave traps and set things up, but some say it's cowardly to do this and fight with the Manticore, respect the nature and give it a good fight. Different opinions exist, but those people don't live that long.
Um, I mean, I would, I would say Nazrek kind of is of the opinion that it's kind of a dick move
That to
to,
steal the eggs.
yeah, stealing the eggs because point, the point, like the way he thinks about nature is that the I mean, he wouldn't, because the thing is, he wouldn't go against the mother of an hatchling, because it's like, yeah, I'm going to basically you kill everything if you go after the older one, and then again, if you go after the young one, then it's like, yeah, it's sure it's nature work, but it's kind of dickish.
Okay. Now, understand, like thinking about this, and
Hmm.
then he tries to find different things. Like
Hmm.
what is causing paralysis, and I don't have to be a dick to animals. Like maybe I can hunt an animal that is causing paralysis.
Hmm.
Uh, he hears that like he reads
Hmm.
that there are like this deep realms into dreaming where it has like big funguses. Uh, some Slua goes there to find a snake named Rijik. The snake is like not that powerful. Not a
Hmm.
lot of people knows this. It's just it's hard to find a Rijik. It's causing paralysis, uh, and it is easier for Nazrek to find ways to get that poison from that Rijik as well. Like like they I think like there's like ways to keep a snake, and then
Hmm.
like you can find those things chimerical stuff is like the chimerical stuff as well.
Hmm.
The problem is like the realm that the Rijiks are in usually is a weird realm.
Hmm.
There are sites of like creatures like ogres, uh, weird dwarves, black she looking individuals. Pardon, dark she looking individuals. The realm is called the Underdark.
Hmm. I'm gonna go to fucking underdog. I want to say hi to some drows.
I mean, some people already they met with the mind flayers. Some people had like combat with mind flayers. It was Oaken, Terry, and Gunner. They uh they found a kingdom of dwarves get like mind wiped by mind flayers, and they saved dwarves. So the dwarves send a bard. Like this happened, like literally happened, and I actually have a plot in the future regarding Underdog.
Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers.
Um, but yeah, yeah, no, I mean the I mean you're giving me kind of more or less an Underdark mushroom kingdom, with
Hmm.
darkness, mystery, and things. Like, how am I not going to try and go there? It's a silly question.
um, you make the research on how to go to the Underdark,
Hmm.
and when you try to find books, actually, Genevieve tells you, like, hey, recently the puka named Donna was trying to find us as well because it seems someone wanted to find from something from Underdark. Um, Weirdly, Staten Island has a trod, but like you need to do something to that trod to open it. Like the trod leads to the normal realms, but it also can change and lead to the Underdark. And it's basically you do blood sacrifice.
Okay. So, so he would ask Genevieve to define blood sacrifice.
Genevieve is like
Because if
looking
it just
around.
because you know, if it's sorry,
Go on, sir. You go on,
no,
you go
no,
on.
he was going to say because generally doorway who ask for blood can be brought from a person that just open their palm and open, or are we talking about something more potent?
You can cut your hand. It's not that. Uh, she whispers. You can cut your hand. It's not a big deal. The first it seems uh, the trod is a tree in the middle of a park, and the tree is a has hands and face. It talks. She kind of laughs when she says this, and she continues. We kind of like made a deal with this talking trod,
Hmm.
and we reduced the cost.
Good to know.
Recently, another Slua came in. He also went there.
Hmm. Do we have a name for this silver?
His name is Ryle.
Hmm.
She kind of like actually she doesn't say it. What she does is this: she points a finger, saying 1 minute. She pulls a paper and writes Ryle, but then she says, "Don't read it. Don't say his name around others." Especially, he says, and then points inside of the room.
Hmm. Okay. Nods. Uh, takes the note.
The She nods again. Are you gonna go there?
Yes, I'm actually interested in going to this place. I don't feel yet comfortable doing manticore hunting.
Well, get a crossbow or a bow and shoot it in the eye. Oh, I'm just saying that's what I heard once. I never hunted myself. I'm not.
Mm.
I'm not a hunter person.
It depends. Do you know a bit of the risk? Is he is he intelligent? or
Who?
merely the one that I'm hunting?
Oh,
The
the
snake,
Brigitte.
Bridget. Yeah,
No,
Bridget.
no, they're not. They're dangerous. They like aggressive, but not that. They have like opening mouth, like it opens like four sides.
Hmm.
They're like small as well. Nothing you can't handle. It's just I think
Hmm.
the place, the environment that you will go is the problem, probably.
Hmm. I will keep that in mind. And yes, I will make sure to get a crossbow because she tried to shove it in my throat.
No, she is just being. She was just being nice. I'm not trying to shove it anything. I apologize if it felt that way.
No, I just found it hilarious that you have an obsession with crossbow.
They're kind of much better, man. You're French. You should like crossbows.
Look, I know my history. We switched crossbow for bows because it was faster.
I think like there was a war between Britain and France where the British bomb kind of
Yep,
like outperformed.
exactly. Anyway, so so yeah, he would actually he would actually try to get a crossbow and a few arrows. Uh, and then yeah, he would make his way to this tree, this talking tree.
You go near to the talking tree. It's a very like it has a very grumpy face. It has like hands, but it doesn't move. Um, it's sleeping. Oh, my apologies. Someone is calling me.
uh, Trees and their cell phones.
It seems my food arrived. Give me 1 minute.
Sure.
Okay, I'm back.
Hmm.
The tree seems to be sleeping.
Um, how well preserved does it look?
It's preserved. What do you mean by preserved? My apologies.
Like, is it because you said it looks like grumpy? It looks like a grumpy face and everything. Like, is it an old tree or is it
It's a
like
very old tree in the Staten
out of a
Island Park. Yeah,
branch healthy, etc.?
it looks healthy. It looks healthy.
Okay.
It's a long tree, but like the face is close to you, close to
Hmm.
your height.
Then yeah, he would he would go and touch the bark of a tree.
The tree would be like, "Mm, mm." His eyes would open like very slowly, and the tree would look at you, and in a very grumpy and slow way says, "What do you want?"
I would like for you to open me the way to the Underdark, venerable tree.
There is a price for the Underdark.
I know. I know that there is a price. And he also look he also look around. Are you happy with your position here?
I mean, the birds are a problem. They shit on me time to time.
Mm. Yes, birds tend to do that. Are you satisfied with your soil?
I am. Thank you for asking. Not a lot of people ask how I am.
Mm. So, OC, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I have Primal 2, which allow me with Eldritch Prime to
Mm-hmm.
manifest elements.
Yes.
Um, could I manifest fertilizer?
I don't know what is fertilizer. I need to check what it is.
Um, basically, I'm wondering if it's not technically fertilizer that I'm thinking about, but god damn it, like basic. I don't know the English term, and I will have to check. But basically, uh, soil that makes plants grow better.
Okay. It's Turkish. Fertilizer. Yes, yes. Okay, gübre in Turkish is gübre. Um, you can't create gübre with fertilizer. Pardon, primal two. You can't create fertilizer with primal two. But sorry.
Hmm. Okay. Uh, then yeah, like before even going, like I would Nazareth would actually like to manifest some to make some gardening, make some gardening with a tree.
Okay. Do you have like any skills for this, or like
Um, I mean,
you have academic knowledge, as far as I know?
I have academic. I have academic. I also, uh, I mean, I have survival if that could help, but technically, outside if I don't have actually an actual gardening skill.
Mm-hmm. Well, can you roll me perception alertness to see around perception academics?
Yep. Yep. Perception, academics. Okay. 4 successes.
Um, so this tree
Mm-hmm.
is a like I don't know how to say it. Like I don't know the tree versions in English, so I'm gonna say like a different type of tree where it needs a
Mm-hmm.
lot of water in summer, and it
Mm-hmm.
seems like it didn't get a lot.
Okay.
The skin's the kin of this
Mm-hmm.
tree trot also seems like having an issue. So
Mm. So what you're saying is a little rain wouldn't hurt.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Then yeah, because that was, and also I have the word. It's manure. It's manure that I was thinking about. But
Okay.
yeah, it was either going to be manure or rain. But when you say, "Oh yeah, it looks healthy," and all, I was like, "Oh okay, so yeah, no need for particular rain at the moment." But yeah, if it seems like it wasn't really watered enough, then yeah, I would be interested in manifesting some some rain on my butt of a tree.
Um. Okay, you can manifest some water
Mm-hmm.
and go right ahead. Chimerical,
Mm-hmm.
Fey, and Primal.
Okay. Do, 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 do,
What will be
do.
your bunk?
Um. um. Well. Well, I would say that his buck for this one for the water um basically basically what he would do is um exercise around the tree to basically start to sweat, and basically, each and every turn he would throw some of the sweat on the bark to manifest the water. I'm trying to think of I'm not actually having a full hang of it.
-2.
Okay. Uh, so I don't know if it's standard, but either 2 or 4, depending on the diff.
Diff was 8, but
Okay,
it
so
becomes 6
success.
because you had like a -2.
Mhm.
So now, how much successes?
That's 2 successes. I have 2 8s.
Okay, do you have like 6? Any 6?
No, it's 8 and 5 5. So
Oh, okay, so yeah. Mm, you basically manifest some water, and they do receive the water, and they start like it's not an immediate thing,
Mhm.
but even the trot actually says thank you.
No, no need to sweat it.
He doesn't laugh, but like it was me.
Yes.
But
It's like, oh, I get it. It's a joke.
he actually says, "I don't understand that term."
It's okay. And he will take a small knife, and he will open his palm.
Hmm.
I will still pay you the price for the passing.
You don't have to, not anymore. But if you wish,
A
I
deal
will
is.
accept.
I did not give you water because I expected you to give me a favor.
I do it anyway.
Hmm. Then still receive the price. And yep, he will cut the palm of his hand and still pay the tree.
Hmm. You pay the tree, and the tree says, "Before you go, you need to touch your hand upon me. But Underdark is a dark realm. Not everyone who went there come back. Beware regarding the slavers."
I will. I will be as silent as I can be and pass within your shadows.
It nods. Not doesn't nod. It just like closes eyes because it can't nod. The whole tree doesn't move now. Does it touch the tree? Does he
Yeah.
touch the tree?
Hmm.
It's always a weird feeling. when you enter the dreaming. What happens is your human side loses itself, and your face side comes forward. It's dark. It's darker than normal. Your perception gets like +1. But one of the weird things
Mm-hmm.
about this place is that it is also silent. The There are no roads. Those who walks around here, if there are any, walks in this weird terrain. You look around and see it's a big canyon, and there are fires across. Probably someone set a camp. The You also know from all these academic. Actually, roll me with academics.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You said perception academics or wits?
With academics.
Okay.
How much?
How about a big old fat fumble? Because I guess the difficulty was not 5.
Um, I said with academics, right?
Yeah, you said wits academics.
Okay. Man, you have no idea where this fucking place may be. Pardon. Where may this snake can be? You're kind of like dumbfounded for a second there.
Oh man.
Like fungus? Where the fuck I will find fungus here?
Mm. Well, I mean, since he remembers the mention of fungus,
Mm-hmm.
um, he is going to search for a place that has a lot of humidity, kind of tempered, and
Mm-hmm.
with not much light, because those would be cave mushrooms,
Mm-hmm.
so they grow, but not really with a light. So that's probably where he would try to go. And as he goes, he would probably look at the vegetation, or look at the ground to see that if he spots to see if he starts to spot either vegetation that indicate that, yeah, you're going to the right direction, or something akin of, hey, that looked like a snake trail. Oh, look at that.
Roll me perception investigation.
Not survival.
Survival can be fine as well.
I mean, it's the same. It's the
Oh,
same
yeah,
for me.
the
I was
both make sense in my opinion. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, can
So
I open my fan? It's
yeah.
very hot.
I mean,
If it makes
how
weird
can you?
voices, let me know.
Okay. Depending on the diff, either 1 or 2 successes.
Now, let me check. Difficulty was 6. It was a perception roll, so you
Then
have
you.
2 successes.
Mhm.
Because, like, you remember, you also get like +1, thanks to the
Oh yeah.
darkness of this place. Now, you see, you don't see a snake trail, at least.
Yeah.
But what you see is that when you look around and when you like you move 10 meters away and check the ground there, go 10 meters back, check the ground there, check the waters, and check the humidity. And the
Mhm.
humidity is much more towards the end of the canyon, like the 10 meters where it goes towards the end of the canyon where you see the camp actually.
Mhm. Hmm. Then, yeah, he would go in that direction and try to be sneaky about it because he doesn't
You
want Joe to enter with his big foots. Like,
okay?
haha.
Roll me your dex stealth, please.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Oh boy. 4 successes.
Very sneakily, very sneakily, you start to go in this direction where do you see the camp. You come close and you start hearing voices.
Mm-hmm.
The voices says, "Well, we didn't see one of these guys kind for a long time." You hear the filthy dwarves talking about the tree that came from the grave world. But they said a troll, a puka, and a two trolls and a puka. Not what was your kind's name? You hear like you don't hear a word
Mm-hmm.
respond, but you hear a grunt coming from someone. When you approach more, you see two individuals. Their ears are nice, looking like a bit like she's. Their armor looks cool. Their weapons are nice as well. They have a slow tied.
Why do I get the feeling that I'm gonna regret it? Okay.
They continue talking and say, "Well, you will rest here today," and then like the woman and the guy says, like, "Yeah, you can rest here today and then return to the kingdom." I'm sure the I forget its name. The matron will not be happy with you killing three of its guards. The guy's like, the guy's like silent. He just like you hear like, from his closed mouth.
Mm-hmm.
The woman goes near a fire while the man starts to prepare to go to bed.
Hmm. Still in the same tent.
There are two tents, and one the sloa is tied.
Mm-hmm.
The guy went to one tent
Mm-hmm.
while the woman is in the middle. The guy slowly, starts to take off his armor
Mm.
and then getting ready for sleeping because you sleep without your
Mhm.
fucking armor.
So they so they are still within the tent of the guy.
No, no, no. The gu-
Oh,
the prisoner is out in the open.
oh, okay,
There's
okay,
only two of them.
Okay. I need to make a. Oh yeah, I actually need to make another stealth check because I have I have a chimerical companion who is with me. So
Oh, okay. As long as he doesn't, fail, he's fine.
yeah. I mean, it's just that like, it does he fail or not? Because I would be like, oh yeah, I just remember I have. Yeah, he's as stealthy as I am.
Okay.
Okay, and then otherwise I need to make a check because I have the impatient law.
You need to make a willpower roll, difficulty 7, yes.
To fail.
The guy took his armor off the chest plate and he is taking his.
He's taking his sweet ass time, is what you're
No,
saying.
he's not taking citizen. He's taking his gauntlets now, but his feet still has the armor. The woman, on the other hand, is looking around, making sure everything is okay.
Okay. Well, change of plans. Because I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wait, for the guy to go to sleep, and then, I'm gonna try and sneak up and do some shit. But apparently I haven't changed the program. So I am going to okay. Since I'm going to spring into action, um which one would you say is the more distracted? Probably the guy who is changing his clothes.
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, I'm going for that ass stealthily.
Okay. You're attacking from his rear if you're going to attack.
Yeah. Although, although I could actually try to use bow and arrows, or rather the
The crossbow, yeah.
crossbow.
If you want to, yeah.
Hmm.
It's up to you.
Uh,
You can, attack with a crossbow and then pull your sword and attack. It's up to you as well. You can try to
yeah,
do some crazy moves. Do you have common sense?
I have common sense actually.
Your dog has the
Yeah,
entrangle.
and triangle.
It can also do that one while you deal with the one. While you
You
deal with
mean
one, and then
yeah,
like it will entrangle the other one while you deal with one of
yeah.
them, and then you can go the other one.
Uh, yeah, yeah. Let's go. Mm, nah. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna actually try. I'm gonna try for the. I'm gonna try the crossbow while my dear friend the dog wolf made of leaves is going to try to restrain his his friend.
Okay, go for it. Roll your dices.
Okay. Um. So do I add
Yes, you do.
the
Add the stealth dice.
yeah, okay. Okay, so and I'm going to aim. I'm going to aim at that guy. I'm going to try and go for I'm going to try and go for a headshot.
Difficulty 7.
Yep. 4, 5, 6. And then it's 10. Okay. Come on, give me some 10s. Fucking ones. But you said difficulty 7, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
You got 5 successes.
7. Yeah, minus the 2, 1, 5 successes.
Mm-hmm.
What is the damage
4
rating?
plus 2 plus 5 because this is not a heavy crossbow. You were given a light crossbow.
Yeah. So how much?
5 damage. So basically, you have 5 successes. 4 plus 2, 6 plus 11 dice damage.
Okay. So
oh God!
1,
2.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think he's dead. through the
He's-
head.
Like there is no way.
I mean,
Like he took 4.
Yeah.
Normally you need 5, but like
I think he's got a pretty strong headache, no matter what.
he has a very strong headache, no matter what. Like yeah. That was your stealth action. Now, would you like to do the entanglement of
Yes.
the your wolf?
Yes, which now I remember is a standard attack.
Yes, and then he will have 2 automatic success.
Yeah, because we went through all that shit so much.
Yeah.
Okay. Does he get also the stealth?
Yes, he does.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so he's on the same basis. So that's 3 successes.
We do 3 plus his strength as a damage, and he will have 2 automatic successes, right?
Yeah. Okay, so the strength plus 3, you said? Okay, so that's 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
I think like this is ensnare, restrain a target, webbing. Just a second. If you come out of this, I'm reading it.
Yeah, I'm going back also to it.
You have how many successes?
I have a number of 1, 2, 3, 4 successes on my dice roll.
Okay. What was the ensnare rating of this? 2,
my
right?
rating is 2.
Okay, so she will have to she is ensnared right now. She is immobilized. She will try to pull out of it in her action, but we will roll initiative.
Yep.
You can roll initiative for your chimera.
And
you go first.
Well, my chimera has certainly a way better initiative than I do. Yeah, he's at 13. Well, I'm currently the amazing score of.
Your chimera goes first. You go second. She goes last.
Okay.
Any attacks to her is -2 because she is immobilized.
Yep. So first guy is dead. I don't...
Yes, he is.
Okay. Okay. Then yeah, it's going to go and attack it. Although I would be interested in doing a grapple around her throat, like basically put her in a position where I can where basically the chimera can snap her neck if she is uncooperative.
Okay.
Because I tend to ask questions.
Strength roll.
Okay. Let me make sure of my roll. Yes. Okay. 1, 2, 3 successes.
Okay. Difficulty was 4.
Yeah.
Still 3.
Yeah.
She can't resist because she is immobilized already.
Hmm.
She's more immobilized, and yeah, she is being grappled with more than enough successes for her to get out of this. Therefore, yeah, she is entangled, and she is immobilized at the moment. So the dude dies from his wounds. Woman, on the other hand, is
Not yet.
getting, nearly can't away, and she is like she can't even speak because the ensnare is also closing her mouth.
Yeah. Nazarek is going to reload the crossbow because you
The
you know
combat is over. Combat is
yeah,
over.
yeah,
You can reload your crossbow. Yeah, go on.
yeah, yeah. So he reloads the crossbow and approach. He's going to approach the slower.
Hmm.
It seems that you are in a very bad situation. I thought I might drop and give you a hand, as you will, go for the gag.
Hmm. Sloa whispers in return and says, "Thank you. It is shameful to find myself in this situation, but they were many. I couldn't run away. I outlasted 3 of them with
Mm,
traps, but 2 of them at least in the end got me."
mm. Are you royal by any chance?
It seems my reputation precedes me.
Hmm. Yes, lady. When I said that I was going to the Underdark, Lady Genevieve mentioned you.
Elder is wise. She and her family doesn't like me that much, but I'm surprised that she treated me well.
Hmm. Well, let me arrange that, and he will he will untangle
Hmm.
Slova.
Sullivan will come to himself. You see like he kind of goes towards and near a chest and opens and takes his stuff. Like he has a bunch of small knives, his top hat, his glasses. He puts them on. You feel like that glasses is a treasure.
Hmm.
Um, then he says, "Thank you. I owe you."
And he nods. I wouldn't have let one of our kind in a such a particular situation. It is never good to be at the mercies of slavers.
I agree. These, as he shows the true guy. No, as he shows the dark elves
Hmm.
or she-looking creatures. These creatures are different. They're not chimera.
Mm. So, what are they? Are they lost sheep?
I have no idea.
Mm.
They were. They seem to be knowledgeable about our people. They seem to say that there was a tree changeling who recently arrived, and they were not happy about their allies being taken away. They seem to
Mm.
know the term slua, puka, troll,
Mm.
and they also call themselves the she as well.
Hmm. So, What should we do with this she? Do you want to interrogate her, or should we not waste much time and get rid of her?
He thinks for a second. He looks at the she. She has good weapons. And and then he says, I think if it was us in her place, she would have killed us and put for us to slavery. I can cut her throat if you are not willing to do so.
Hmm.
I'm not a very fan of a she as well. I'm not a fan of the most she as well.
Hmm. I'm not particularly a fan either, and I would agree that in our situation, she would not hesitate. I see it in her eyes. She would not hesitate to kill us. Hmm.
Roll me perception. Primal urge. You don't have primal urge.
What?
Kenning.
Yes, I can do that. uh, no success.
Okay.
Hmm. Okay, can I? Okay, I have a question that I have a question. So, if she's not a chimera, if I were to take her back, if I were to take her back to the gray world, um, what would happen? Because currently he is
Roll me
thinking, yeah,
your intelligence
dreaming
remembrance.
changeling.
Remembrance.
Oh, membrance. Okay, intelligence member. Okay.
Difficulty is going to be 8. Actually, sadly,
Mhm.
9.
I guess I cannot spend willpower.
No, I will not allow because
Yeah,
like this is like a very like
yep,
people have to find lures to.
yep. No problem. God damn it.
You're like not very sure, but you remember there were others who didn't have human bodies. The Fae in the past didn't have human
Yeah.
bodies.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, because he was thinking that yeah, he could actually How well do you know of the region? Do you have any knowledge of the region?
You mean this place?
Yes.
I read a couple books about it.
Do you know where I can find a Rajik?
I was actually looking for it as well. I know they live in a low humidity places. I know that they questioned me and foolishly they said where the Rajik would have been. I think they were going to put sovereign necklace on me and in the future use me as a someone who goes and hunts them down. So they told me where they are, and yes, I know where they are.
All right. Snap her neck. As he tells to Sylvana.
Samana snack literally just kills the she. without hesitation, as this is count as a dreaming, and you're a wilder. You don't roll for banality for killing these things. Um, he doesn't seem to be offended, or he doesn't seem to be taken weirdly by you killing these two guys. And he says, "These people have females, and a great sword and the two short swords. I think you
Hmm.
found many weapons. They seem to be quite nice in a different way of. They have a different artistic to themselves. They look cool.
Yeah, I would think so. It looks like the refined torture kind.
Can you say it again?
Saying they look like refined torturer kind of people.
Your internet is a bit weird, by the way. Like I heard you, but like it
Okay.
just went a bit away. But yeah. Um, he says, "Those are yours. You saved me. I am not gonna keep these things, as I don't use them for anyway. But well,
Hmm.
would you like me to help you take them away from their body?"
Sure.
The male's female is quite nice.
Hmm.
When he takes it off, like he takes the he takes the female from his chest and the gauntlets, and he puts it on like one of the stones, and it luckily fits Nasrik if he wishes to wear that.
Hmm.
The female is 3 armor and no dex penalty.
Hmm.
It's a better version of a Kevlar.
Hmm.
So like you can blue book this that you have a Kevlar, you have this, and like you have a female for a female.
Hmm.
Uh, you know, if you want to put them in a bag, you have one great sword and two short swords.
Okay.
You can always sell these things for dross as
Hmm.
well.
Yeah. Okay.
I can carry these for you. You seem to be loaded with a crossbow and already a sword.
Hmm. I think that have we'll have to pass again through this passage. We'll have to pass again through this passage. So let us not burden ourselves yet with those hunting this snake will have us to be quick.
I understand. He puts the bag down and nods. Well, if you follow me,
Mm.
you
And yeah,
said your name was.
I didn't say my name.
I know that's what he means.
Yeah. I'm Nazarek Woodwalker.
Geneva and I talk. It seems you take education from the Baron.
I do.
He nods. Are you going to be in the tea?
I was invited to a tea party, yes.
Well, that's why I arrived. It seems there's many things going on in the Jersey and New York.
Then let us let us find let us find those snakes. Faster the faster we do it, the faster we will not have to reiterate our exploits against those she.
He nods and he shuts up. He takes the message. He leads the way.
That was not really my message, but if that's how we interpreted it.
you you move around in the Underdark more and more, and in the end, you come to this like hot place, a cave that is kind of very hot. The armor kind of makes you sweat, but you don't get any other penalties. Um, you hear like this weird snake-like creature's voice inside, and when you look, you can see the snake. It's not big as it looks. It's as small as I have said in the book, as it's written in the book. It's like a normal snake size, and there are three of them. And the Ryle looks at the Nazareth and says, "I came here for these as well, and I think one would be enough for me. But I think killing them all would make us will be able make force us to find more in the future."
There is always the need of species to continue. There is no point in killing them all. I didn't plan to take the two. One would be sufficient.
He nods and like he pulls a like a fork.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, not a fork. Sorry. He pulls like a holder. Like if you watch like the videos where people feed snakes, they like keep the snakes with something in their hand,
Yeah.
like a long thing that doesn't bite them. He has one of those, and he says, "Well, I am ready."
Very well. And I would like to try something.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I would actually be interested in oh wait, I might have I might have a crazy idea. If it works, that would be actually hilarious. Um, when you use Metamorphosis 1, and
Mm-hmm.
you change something into something else, a small thing.
Yes.
Um, can you change it into something that's alive? Or
You
because
can change that
Mhm.
guy. You can change that snake with Metamorphosis 1, yes. But change to what? Like you can change its color, the way it looks.
Oh yeah, no, it's the small change.
Mm-hmm.
It's the small changes. Oh, okay. So then, yeah, no, it wouldn't work. Wouldn't work. No, because I was thinking that yeah, I take a rock, change it into a tasty looking mouse.
Yeah,
Here,
it's.
here, makes
I
it
think it's the Metamorphosis 3 to change
yeah,
into something.
yeah, that would be that would be it. So I'm gonna try to actually charm them.
Pardon?
I'm gonna try to do snake charming.
Oh, go right ahead. Roll me
So
animal kin.
yes,
Charisma animal kin.
okay, okay.
But
And
before you do that, actually, tell me how you want to charm it, so I can actually come up with a better skill.
Yeah. Basically, basically what is happening is that he knows that actually snake charming is kind of a fraud,
Mm-hmm.
in the sense that generally people think about snake charmer with flutes,
Mm-hmm.
with the flute, etc. It's not actually the flutes because snakes are deaf; they can't hear sounds. But what interests them are movements. So basically, what he does is that he uses his two hands, and then he does motions, and basically the idea is that slowly he moves slowly, then a little bit faster, and basically at some point the snake just start to mimic basically the movements of its hands. That's how he would do the snake charming, to basically distract the snake and make it mimic what he's doing.
Dex animal can.
Okay. Uh,
Precise also works on this.
okay, and I would guess that nature's child would
Yes,
work.
difficulty 4.
Okay. One, two, three, four, five successes. I'm the best snake charmer there is.
Like you charm the snake. Do you want the snake to come with you, or do you want to do something?
Uh, basically, basically what I want. Basically what I want is that is that the Ryle actually have the utensil to handle them. So basically, what I'm doing is I'm doing this to give him the time to take two of them, and then we will leave the last one alone, and then he can I can get a
You
basket to put the mine into. Mhm,
okay? Now I understood. Okay, I understood what you mean. You put your snake to a basket.
mhm.
Via the successes you rolled is more than enough
Okay.
for you to get the snake.
Mhm.
Um, it is like it's not going to be a chimerical companion.
Oh yeah, no.
It's more like going to be like you have a snake within your house that you can use to get like more poison if you
Mhm.
feed it, type of
Yep.
thing. So yeah, you very successfully charm it.
Yes. And then yeah, I guess Ryle will also use like that moment
He,
to capture his own.
like you charmed one of them. He very
Oh, okay.
nonchalantly sneaks, takes it, puts it,
Hmm.
puts it to his bag and keeps it there.
Hmm.
Like he puts it in a cup.
Hmm.
Um,
Well, I think that we have what we came for.
we did, and thank you again for saving my life. I owe you, and is there any specific way you wish me to return this favor to you?
He he thinks for a second, and he at this at this moment doesn't he can't come up with anything, so he will say, at the moment, do not have I do not have a specific way of payment in mind. Perhaps once we get to know each other better, I will come up with something that is within your capabilities, if that is all right with you, of course.
Yes. Well, we should now leave each other here as
Yes.
well. I think we should return together. It is dangerous.
True. Traveling together is the safest route to go back to where we came from.
If you're done, I would like to go back. I arrived here 2 days ago. I want to get out of dreaming as soon as possible.
Yes. Let us get back the materials and then let's leave.
You get back, take the package. He doesn't touch the swords. He seems like he's even not interested.
More of a knife guy.
He's more of a knife guy, like backstabby. And you have a female now, 2 short swords, 1 great sword, and female for a female. Now you go back. It doesn't take anything, to go back. But what I want to ask in the scene, what are you going to do with the swords and the great swords and all that jazz?
Well, the great sword, I'm I'm going to use them for scientific purposes. Like, because from what you're saying, they are. They're still swords, but their style is a bit different from.
Yes.
So yeah, he's not going to sell them at this point. He's
Mm-hmm.
more gonna go. He's gonna go to Baron Robbie and basically try to see then later with him and Genevieve if they can find information on those.
Maybe that can be another scene if you want to.
Yeah, that can be another scene.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with that.
Should we end the scene here?
Yes.
Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. See you next time.